Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching the Post Market Show. And today, what a volatile ride in the market. Opened with a gap up, then it continued to move down, broke the important supports of 18,300, 18,280, and then 18,220. And for one moment, people were thinking all hell has broken loose and markets will keep on falling. But then came the sharp recovery towards the end after 2 p.m. and market shot up almost more than 100 points and ending again significantly higher. So if you look at the chart of Nifty, we will get to see the movement. So let us open that up. So this is the 15-minute chart of Nifty, and you can see it opened with a gap up, interestingly, because US markets were higher, and then came the selling pressure right from the first candle, and it fell and fell. First time it took support was around 18,280. It was a support that was broken with ease. Then it fell further. Next support was taken at 18,220. Then came a sharp recovery, and one second. Yes, then came a recovery towards 18,270. Then it fell further. This time it broke the previous low, and then it went higher and higher, and finally took resistance at 18,327, which was a resistance level which he had marked way back, and it took resistance there, came down a bit, and it ending at 18,304. So again, a fantastic uh, up move is what I'll say, because still there are some bulls are still there in the market who are trying to defend Nifty on the higher levels and making sure the bears don't get control. And it was Bank Nifty, which was pretty much okay. With I'll say it opened with a gap up, came down a bit, and then along with that, it started recovering after 2 p.m. and then it brought Nifty higher with it. Bank Nifty ending almost flat at 0.05 percentage in the red. But if you look at mid caps and small caps, it was pretty bad. Is what I'll say. Big red candles forming, 0.5 percentage down mid caps, 0.45 percentage down small caps. So there is, like I was saying previously as well, there is no broad based rally happening in the market. It is just a few large cap stocks which are being manipulated, and Nifty and Bank Nifty is taken higher on back of those few stocks. So this is the reality of the market. So mid caps, small caps are still underperforming hugely, is what I'll say. Coming to sectoral indices, only one sector ending in the green. It was Nifty PSU Bank Index, up by 1.5 percentage. Apart from that, everything ended in the red. Nifty Auto falling the most by 1.18 percentage. Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti Suzuki, all of them falling severely is what happened today. Pharmaceutical index down by 0.67 percentage. Nifty Energy down by 0.36 percentage. Nifty Private Bank down by 0.4 percentage. So it was again a sell-off in the overall market is what we have seen today. Some stock specific actions. Bajaj Finance, I've told you before as well. This was a beautiful consolidation happening from the month of July, August, and then finally it is breaking down from those levels. So you can expect further fall towards 6,500. Easily the target can be achieved in Bajaj Finance is what I believe. Bharti Airtel, it was trying to break out from these levels. It was at its all-time high, but a strong red candle has formed today in the daily charts. So we have to see how this trades in the coming days. So that is to be seen. Mahindra and Mahindra again forming a double top pattern and then forming falling one way direction, and then took support around 1227. So this is again a good zone. As you can see, market has taken support multiple times, and Mahindra and Mahindra is at that level is what we are seeing. So it should take support around here. Maybe it will wait a few days over here. Maybe you can expect a pullback, and if there is a further selling, then it can break this level as well. So we have to wait and watch. Coming to ITC, ITC continues to fall. It is again down by 0.77 percentage today. Kotak Bank, after moving towards 1997, almost touching 2000, and then came the severe sell-off. It is down, and it's a gravestone doji forming pattern forming on the daily charts. 0.46% in the green. It has that is where it is ended. So that is Kotak Bank, and rest of it we have Infosys doing decent today, by 0.38%. In fact, if you look at index movers, it is Infosys which has the highest contributor in Nifty on the positive side, which was just 5 points contributed to Nifty. Along with that, we have Hindustan Unilever, which is up. HDFC was there. State Bank of India doing pretty well. Kotak Bank, HCL. So these are some of the top gainers, but the top losers were more strong and more severe than the top gainers today. So it was Mahindra and Mahindra dragging Nifty down by almost 7 points. Bajaj Finance, ITC, Bharti Airtel, HDFC Bank. So these are the top draggers of Nifty today. Open interest, again, it is showing a bearish picture in the coming days. This is the monthly expiry, 24th of November, and people have sold a lot of call options today. 18,300, 18,400 added, huge amount of call buy, and hardly any put was added today. So going ahead, 18,400 has the highest amount of call options, which means it will act as a very stiff resistance up ahead, and 18,000 seems to have a good support on the downside. People are expecting a range of 18,000 to 18,400 for this expiry, that is next Thursday. So let's wait and watch. At least by the coming Monday or Tuesday, we will get a better picture of where the markets are headed. Coming to Bank Nifty, again, similar story. Put call ratio 0.88. Again, a bearish picture in Bank Nifty as well. Highest call build-up is at 42,500, and that is exactly where the markets has ended, but people have added huge amount of call buy, expecting the markets to not go beyond this level. And on the downside, 42,000 has a highest amount of put build up. So again, 42,000 to 42,500 is the range people are expecting for Bank Nifty in the coming expiry. So that is next Thursday, as I said. So let's see. Both of them are bearish, and both of the indices are in the bearish mode. Coming to the global markets, before that, let's look at FII, DII buying and selling activity. FIIs have sold once again for 751 crore. So that's again, they're slowly increasing their amount of sales, and domestic institutional investors supported the market by buying 890 crores. Again, that is a significant amount, which is higher than the selling by FIIs. So markets probably have recovered in the second half because of the buying from DIIs. So these are the overall situation. Let us move to the global markets and see what's happening over there. In fact, our market was so weak, but if you look at the German markets, the French markets, they were not that weak is what we are seeing. So yeah, it opened with a significant gap up, and it continued to move higher and higher, and only time profit booking set in was after 7 o'clock when it fell a bit, but again it shot up. So German markets were up 1.16%. Even the French markets were up significantly today, up by 1.04%. So European markets did not have any sign of weakness, but our markets fell over here. So that is again a one-off thing. Let's see what's ahead. UK markets are absolutely flat right now, UK futures. And coming to US markets, Dow Jones opened with a huge gap up. Then profit booking set in. Again, they're trying to move up, and it is consolidating right now, 0.3% in the green. S&P 500 opened with a gap up, could not sustain, coming down, and it has touched yesterday's high levels. So absolutely flat is where this is S&P 500. And coming to Nasdaq, it is down 0.29%. So Nasdaq is looking weak today because it opened with a gap up, could not sustain, came down, broke yesterday's high, broke yesterday's closing, continues to move down. So Nasdaq is looking slightly weak, and let's see. In fact, it was trading in a downward range, if you are seeing, from 15th of November. So that is there. So Nasdaq is slightly weak. US VIX is coming down. That is interesting. 23.57 is the US VIX. India VIX, interestingly, came down today by 3.28% after the recovery in the last 1 hour. So, and again, India VIX did not go up today, even for a second. I mean, it did not go in the green territory. It always, the entire time, it was down only. although the markets fell so much. So that is again an interesting story. Crude oil prices, let's look at that. And we talked about this, and we were talking about double top formation, and we can expect it to come and touch $76 per barrel, and it has already touched $77 per barrel in a matter of 2 days. We are seeing a huge sell-off, and again, this is again basic technical analysis. If you follow, it is almost down 8.5%. This is because double top formation coming down, and that is what has happened in crude oil prices. 4.6% down, continues to fall. It should take support around 76, and then we will see where it goes. Gold prices, there seems to be some profit booking in gold. It is down slightly by 0.37%, and dollar index is at 106.78. Again, for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for last 5 days, it has not moved anywhere, staying in a very tight zone and consolidating. So whenever this happens, you can either expect a break down or a breakout. So that has to be seen where it goes. But Indian rupee does not seem to gain any strength. In fact, it is again losing its strength. It is becoming weaker and weaker. 81.67 is where it is trading right now. So that is an interesting story. Dollar index is not rising, but Indian rupee is depreciating. Maybe it is a pullback, so that is also possible because this is a consolidation area. It is a pullback, then we can expect a further downfall. So even that is possible. So let's see. Again, it is on a downward trend. It is making lower highs, so that is there, but we have to see where it goes and act accordingly. Coming to SGX Nifty, 18,338. It's slightly up from where we ended because US markets opened with a gap up. But again, let's wait for the US markets to end today, and then we will discuss everything in the Sunday's show. But apart from that, if you look at the Nifty's weekly chart, because today is Friday and it's a weekly closing, so for 6 consecutive weeks, Nifty has ended in the green, but today, the 7th week, we are seeing a red candle forming in Nifty. So this is an indication that markets can become weak. Again, this is almost like a doji candle, so we have to see if either today's this high is broken, or if this low is broken. We can expect a good up move or down move. So that is, we can expect a trend in the markets in the coming weeks is what we can expect. Bank Nifty ending in the green weekly candle, so that is there. Bank Nifty does not seem to be that bullish or bearish. We can expect some consolidation happening because it is already at its all-time high levels. So same thing in Bank Nifty as well. You have to look at the highs and lows of the week, and based on that, the trade should be taken. If the high is broken, we can expect a target of 43,000 on the upside. If the low is broken, we can expect a target of 41,800 on the downside, or if that is broken, we can expect 41,400 to 500 to act as a support for Bank Nifty. So these are the levels I'll be watching out. And the markets were consolidating, and in the entire week has passed, markets did not make any large moves. It was trading at a 90 point range in most of the days. It was today when the bears tried to take control, but again, it was defended by the bulls in the last 1 hour. So definitely something is, if there is a trend, it would be quite a strong one is what I expect, because such a big consolidation happening in the market, and usually after this we see a good momentum in either direction. So let's wait and watch which side it breaks, it goes up or goes down, and accordingly we can have a very good profit if you're a trend follower. So let's hope for that happening in the coming weeks. So that is all from my side. Thank you for watching, and have a very good night.